Well, I'm not sure if you can see or not, but we've had another wet day. It's just about stopped at the moment, a bit brighter, but... So, as I was feeling a bit better this morning, and one or two of you like it, I thought, well, I'll go for a drive out. You know, I'm going to do a driving video. I had something to tell you. But anyway, I have managed to do the box, right? And I was going to talk about my very poor memory, right? Because it's caused me problems all my life, and it's certainly not got any better. In fact, my short-term memory is nearly gone. So this, and what the problem is, I think, is that I forgot to wipe the inside of the box out, and there's some contaminants in there, so it's not drying properly. Well, I did this an hour ago and it should be dry, but it isn't. So what I'm going to do is just to say, it's going to be quite a short video. I was going to do something different, but I haven't done, have I? Anyway, using ordinary tape, because that's what I had, I mashed this bit with it, and let's see if it'll come off, because I'm not sure, and I have to be careful because this is the bit that isn't drying, and it's not that good, but I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. I probably should be, but I'm not. So, see if I can get this off. Alright. And I don't know if the front on the lock, I greased, put some grease on, because I tried masking it and, well, it was all but impossible, to be honest. It really was. So, where's that gone? Somewhere, I should have it's here, my Stanley knife, right? So, the best thing to do is to, now the outside's dry, and the lid's come alright, the lid's dry, and it's looking better than it was. It's not perfect, but it's looking better than it was. That isn't quite dry. I did it nearly an hour ago, so it's still not quite dry, but it's nearly dry. It's dry enough to show you it, that's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to do is hold that down there, and if I cut this, if it will, that's it. I can pickle this off. I should have waited till tomorrow really, but you know, I want to, I'm a bit impatient, aren't I? You know that. So we'll just see how we get on, eh? Now I need a bit of, is that dry there? Yes, the outside is dry there, because I just want to show you it if possible, and I haven't cleaned that yet, which I may do, because I've got a piece of cloth here, and let's just see if this grease has, and it has, look at that, it's worked. There's a little tiny bit that I can touch up with the Dremel, right, a bit underneath there, but with this being, you know, chromed, in fact, if I, where's that gone? Where's that gone? I had a Stanley knife blade up here somewhere. Not that I'm worried about it. Anyway, it needs a little bit of touch up, doesn't it? You can see that. And it's still, the lid's dry. I can hold the lid and it's dry. And inside, it's not, you know, with my thing, you can probably see a little bit of, I don't know if you can see, a little bit excess paint there. But outside, apart from the fact that it's tacky on the back still, because I'm touching it there, just there if you can see. I'm not too worried about that, but it's tidied it up. That's all I'm doing, right? All I'm doing is tidying it up. And like I say, I was sort of planning on going along the road and talk about my memory, my very poor memory, because what's brought this on, because look, you're going to have to remind me, and you're going to have to bear with me on this, I'm afraid, because someone told me something last week, and I forgot. And it was a bit upsetting, well, very upsetting for me and him, so I'm not going to elaborate any more than that. Right, now, remember that key fob that I got, with the on off, and now to get the battery for that blooming horn, you know, for the relay, to work that horn, that in the end it failed, didn't it? I thought, well, I've got that, so let's use that. And this key is not the correct key, right, that one, but it will turn it by fiddling, and I'll show you in a moment. But next to them, I found these old keys, and I'm trying to show you. It's a bit difficult because I'm struggling a bit to, well, I was alright this morning actually, I was a bit better this morning, that's why I went for a drive out, but you know how things are. So I found these two nice old brassy looking keys, so I'll show you how I did it, which I can do. You might remember, to try something, I bought these wire brushes in the Dremel, right? So using that on there, I've managed to shine up two keys. So the whole idea, of course, is simply to have a key in the lock. Is it that way? Yeah, it is that way. Right. With the box shut. That's the whole idea, the whole deal, if you like, is to do that. Right, let me just move that there a bit. I've been, as I say, I've been a bit impatient. I should have waited till tomorrow, but, you know, well, why not? Anyway, I'm sure you know how to bump one of these locks. It's a fiddle, but it's always worked in the past. It probably won't work now, but this key normally bumps it. There you go. Right, I shouldn't have turned it all the way, because I can hold that and bump it slightly open. Now, I think it's Clive, wasn't it, that said, come on, it's a fiddle, but it's only to turn it, and it's only an ornament, remember. There we go. Right, it's now turning. So I can close the lid, that's dry, that's not in there. And, oh, I shut it too far, got to open it slightly, like that. There we are. Oh, it's not dry in the back. I can redo that bit anyway. But that's the whole idea of it, see? And I think it was Clive said there's supposed to be a plastic tray in. But as I say, it's not to lock it, it's simply an ornament, right? I keep touching the back, which isn't dry yet. I should have, as I keep saying, I'm too impatient, but never mind. Anyway, the other thing is, there may be some more news later on, right? There may be. So we've been playing about and all sorts, as you see, but it's just been something to do on a wet day. So maybe tomorrow I've had a ride out in the rain and shown you a road that I haven't shown before. So just for, you know, something to do really, we'll do that. But anyway, I think you'll like that, even though it's not the 100% job I was hoping for, but it's certainly better than it was, and that's all that matters, isn't it? So that's it for today. Shortish one, but I don't know. See what develops, eh?